Hi, welcome back to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. Something a little different this week. The weather has really started to heat up. It's feeling like spring may be ending early and summer might be well and truly on its way. So what I did this week was go through all of my knitwear and look at what needed cleaning, how to put things away and store them for the summer. So I'm going to empty out my entire knitwear chest, look at everything that I wore this year and depill it, and then do some hand washing and drying, and I'll take you through that whole process. Taken everything out of the chest. Some stuff is still in the tubs that I had them in there to keep them organized, so a lot of this I haven't worn, so I have to have a look at it and just make sure that it's still nice and fresh. And then there's all the things that have been out and we'll just kind of put back on the top that I need to go through and see if they need a wash. And then I'm going to try and organize it in a better way and hopefully be able to access everything a little bit more. It was kind of stacking on top and I was leaving stuff at the bottom or just throwing things back in and not putting them away properly. So I'm going to have a bit of a go at sorting through the types of stuff I have and what needs washing, and then we can have another look. So I've packed all of the things that are clean and ready to be put away into tubs and boxes, and I'm going to put them back in the chest. Now I've got quite a few beanies that I need to wash that I've been wearing this last little bit of winter and spring. Most of the other beanies that I wore during winter I'd already washed, so they're all ready to go away. And then there's a few scarves and jumpers this jumper in particular that I've worn quite a bit this winter, so it needs a proper wash. And some scarves that I have used quite a bit, and I just kept putting them back away. So they need a wash before they go back into the tubs. I used this little peel shaver to get rid of the peels, mostly off jumpers under the arms. And it does a really good job to just get rid of those little untidy peels. This is the first layer. This is all of my shawls, and it's in a big clear plastic tub. I'm going to pop the lid on top of this and then stack the smaller tubs with the jumpers and scarves on top. Here's the second layer. I've got the 2 tubs with cardigans, jumpers and ponchos. And then I have 2 small boxes here stacked on top. The top one is all of my beanies and gloves, and then underneath are cows. So I've run some lukewarm water, and this is just some shampoo in here as well. I'm going to wash my first batch of hand knits. I don't have enough room to lay everything out to dry, so I'm just going to do a few things today, and then the next warm day I will do the next lot. So I've just placed the items on top of the water, and I'm just going to let them soak in by themselves. Don't want to agitate them, especially this top jumper here, because it's not superwash and it may peel off felt if I'm not careful. So I'm just going to let it soak down into the water and let them sit for a little while, and then I can lay them out to dry. Everything is pretty well wet except for the jumper, which has been on the top. So I'm going to take everything else out and leave the jumper to sit for a little bit longer. So what I do is I grab, this is the beanie, just let it drain. This is superwash, so I can just give it a little bit of a squeeze, just not too much. And then put it over on a towel and just roll it up like this and just give it a bit of a squeeze like that. All of these items have been blocked before, so I probably won't need to re-block them, but just lay them flat to dry and just make sure that they're sort of kept in the right shape. Since it's so nice outside today, warm and breezy, I'm going to hang everything outside here to dry. So I'll just lay the beanie flat like this on the drying rack and sort of just ease it into shape. With the cowl, I have left it sitting on the towel just to give it a bit more support. Otherwise it will probably flop and get the grid lines from the drying rack on there, and then I will have to remember to flip it over a couple of times so that the other side gets dry as well. And there's the jumper laid out as well. I've just twisted the sleeves just to give it enough room on the rack. But as you can see, that's not tight blocked or stretched or pinned or anything. It holds its shape once it's been blocked. If you wanted to change the shape, you would need to re-pin it out, but because I'm happy with how this one fits, I can just leave it sitting like this and it should dry this afternoon. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.